Welcome to another video. In this one I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to play Super Nintendo's Zelda A Link to the Past. You will be able to use the MSU music files, the PCM files, so it is a higher standard of the music files. There is a more difficult way to do this by actually patching the files to run through an emulator, but this method here is probably the easiest way to do it, and also get the enhancements that are provided with this program here. So if you're interested, go ahead and follow the links on the description. So we're going to go ahead over to three sites here. So go ahead and head over to this one first. Now this one here explains that you need obviously the original backed up ROM image of the original game. So it does have to be a US ROM. So if you're looking at here, this will basically tell you the ROM that you need. As you know, I cannot provide links to any ROMs, so you will have to find that on the internet, or back up your own game. So once you've done looking at that and you see what the the ROM needs to be, we're going to go ahead and click on download the latest release. So once we're here, we're going to go ahead and click on this file right here, which is the launcher in a zip format. So go ahead and launch that. Once we have that, we're going to head over to this website here, and we are going to click on code and download as a zip. And these are the shaders that'll make the game look a lot better. So if you want to leave it stock the way it is with the program, just go ahead and bypass this, but you can make the game look better with this. So if you're interested in this, like I said, just go ahead and download that zip, and then we're going to go here to this Zeldix page, and what we're going to do is download the PCM music files. Now keep in mind, a lot of these files also are done to be used with the with the patching of the mod and have the video attached. But the video will not work with this, with this port, but the music files will. So if you download anything besides, the ones that have a star, it will have the video in it. So we can just delete that video and just make use of the files. So one of the two I've tried is, I've tried this one here and also this one here, and they both seem to be very, good. So you guys can your preferences. You can download various ones and see which one suits your taste the best. But the links are provided here, so you can go ahead and download one of the ones that you want. Now once you have those three files downloaded, you're going to go ahead into the folder where you have all the files. So I'm going to do that now. So your folder is basically going to look like this when you have all the files. So you have your ROM, the Zelda launcher, the PCM music files that I showed you, and the shaders here. So what we're going to do is go ahead and unzip these one by one. So go ahead and just extract it to the folder of the same name as the file, and then everything else is going to go into this folder here. So you can go ahead and do them one by one, or just extract each one to its separate folder. So that'll take a couple of seconds. Now you can either do this with any unzipping program. And once those are all done, we're going to go ahead and put those inside the Zelda 3 launcher folder. And this is very, super simple to get going. So we have our folders here. So we're going to go in here. Now this one here, you're going to want to rename this to MSU. So once you're done with that, take that MSU folder and put it in the Zelda launcher folder. We can now delete that zip file. We can also delete the launcher zip file since it's already extracted. And now we're going to go ahead with the GSL shader folder. Go ahead and click on it and just copy one folder so you don't have a double in there. And we're going to put that inside the launcher also. And then last but not least would be the ROM itself. So take that. So this is what the ROM would look like. That's the name of it there. And then we are going to go ahead and put that in the launcher. Once we have all those files in there, we can go ahead and delete, like I said, all the zip files. And we can also delete the other two because we've already taken the files and put them inside here. So once we have that, just go ahead and open up the folder that contains the launcher. Okay, now that we've done that, what we're going to do is go inside the MSU folder. Now, since this method here does not play the video from the files, we are not going to need this file here. These patches were normally made so you can actually patch, with the IPS patcher to run on emulators, but this port here does not require that. So since it can't play the video file, we can just go ahead and delete that. So you're just going to end up with these files here. So once we're done with that, we can go ahead and continue. We're going to click on this item right here. Now, what you want to do is make sure you go to the properties. So right click on the file, properties, and we're going to go to compatibility and make sure that this run this program as administrator is checked. Once that is checked, you're going to go ahead and hit apply. Then we're going to launch that. And the purpose of that is to avoid a error later on, so make sure you have that done. Once you've done that step, click on download, and this will do the rest of it. So now it's telling you where the asking you for the location of the ROM. So just go ahead back in here. We're going to go in here in the launcher, and there is the ROM file itself. So once you pick that file, the program will do the rest of it for you. So that'll take a few seconds. Once that's done, we can start configuring this to run. You're basically going to pick the settings that you want once this is completed. And like I said, this is the benefits of this is having the the MSU music files, and also this does have a lot of fixes. Even from the original ROM itself, there's fixes on it that were performed with this port. So before you launch, I suggest you go ahead and click settings, and then we're going to go ahead and change the settings on here. Now these are the ones that I've done on mine. You can do different, but these are just the ones I want. These are basically the enhancements that are included with this. So you can go ahead and just touch one of these and it'll show you, the advantages of having these on. So I'll go ahead and select that one. You can go ahead and collect items with the sword from a farther distance than you normally would. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. This one you can pick, but I've heard a lot of people saying it's better not to use it because it kind of it makes it more difficult to you to aim where you want to go if you're turning while you're dashing. So I've left that one off. This one here, you can go ahead and pick this option if you just want to bypass the intro when the game starts. You can literally just go ahead and press a button on either the keyboard, or if you have your joystick configured, you can bypass that intro. Once you've done that, there's some more options here. You can go ahead and click this, and it will let you know, the values will appear as yellow and orange to let you know that they're maxed out. More money here, you can carry the max money, which is 9,999 if you choose that. And then these two I recommend you both leave, because these are the a lot of fixes that were actually present in the original game, and then this will get rid of them. You can go ahead and highlight that, and it will take you to a web page that shows you what the fixes are. And then this one here, you can go ahead and cancel the bird. If you made a mistake and hit it and it starts to go one spot to the other, you can go ahead and cancel it by pressing the X button. And to see, like I said, here you can change your key mapping. Some of the preferences up here, I like to go widescreen. Again, that's up to you. You can go borderless full screen or full screen. I choose borderless. You can go here and mess around with the window size, but I've left that alone. Like I said, that's all your preference. Then these you can leave on. I suggest leaving on sprite limit, as that'll remove that limit, of the sprites. So it will make the game look better. Enhanced mode I left on. That'll make the map a higher resolution. Now this filtering here, I would not click it if you do the step I'm about to show you now. If you don't use the shaders, then you can go ahead and activate the linear filtering. And then this part here is pretty cool. If you click on here, it's going to take you to a website that will allow you to download different characters. It does have several characters of Link himself. It even has Mega Man, so it does have a lot of things on here that you can pick. My favorite guy to use here is And there's a lot of them here. Let's see if I can find them. If not, I'll just use one of the regular links. They even have a Teenage Mutant Turtle in here. You can use that. As you can see, they have different kind of links. They even have a Santa Claus link here. He's got a Christmas suit, but you can go ahead and pick, just anything you want out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this guy for now. And then once you've done that, you want to go ahead and put that in your Zelda 3 launcher. That way it'll be easier to find it when you want to activate it. And once you've done that, that part is ready. Now we've already extracted the shaders here, so those are all set. So what we're going to do now is pick those. So I'm going to show you the one I use. Again, this is all your preference. Some of these work, some of these will not, because they're not made specifically for this. But I'm going to show you the one that I used that, in my opinion, gave me a really good looking game here. So go ahead and choose that option. We're going to pick the file that we just downloaded. So that's the file for the link character. And then we're going to click on here, and we're going to click on there, go inside the folder, and the one I picked was the I always prefer this when I'm playing games on emulators, the XBRZ. Click on there, and there's 4, 5, and 6. I like using 6, and the reason I like to use that is I always combine that with the CRT effect from the Reshade program. That, just so you know, that is compatible with this. So you can also download that. If you've seen my videos before, you already know how to use it. You don't need to look at that this part of the video. I'm going to show you how to get that set up also. But like I said, if you know how to do it, there's no need to watch when I start doing it on this video. So now that we got those set, we're going to click on Enable MSU. And you're going to click on here, and you're going to tell it where the folder is that has the music. So just double click on that folder, select, and now it's going to choose that folder where the music is at. So once we've done that, we should be good to go. So we're going to go ahead and launch this, and everything should launch okay. There we go. Now, as you can tell, the music track is definitely changed. It is a little bit low, so it doesn't go over my voice, but you should still be able to hear it. So once you're done, just go ahead and create a character. I'm just going to go select one letter here just to go to this quick. We'll bypass all the messages here pretty quick, and then you'll see the difference in the link character. And I'm just going to go into this just a little bit so you can hear the music and see how this pans out in widescreen. Now, a lot of people don't like to use this XBRZ, the 6 version of it, because it does make the image a lot, smoother. And a lot of people kind of, reminiscent about having pixelated. So that's why I use the reshade filter to, to make it look a little bit more realistic as far as the smoothness. So as you can see, the widescreen on here works pretty well. If you go over too far left or too far right, it will give you a border on the sides. But as long as you're within those border frames, you're going to see a widescreen. Alright, so if you do not want to use reshade, we're pretty much done with this. So I'm going to back out of here, and I'm going to show you how to go ahead and get the reshade working. I'm going to leave this window here minimized so we can jump right in there. So if you do want to go ahead and do the reshade, what we're going to do is open up our browser. Just type in reshade into the screen here. We're going to go and click out there. We're going to decline the cookies, and we're going to scroll all the way down and download reshade. So the version right now, as this video, is 6.20. So go ahead and click on here. You're just going to download that to anywhere on your hard drive. So once you have that downloaded on your hard drive, all you're going to do is simply launch that program. And once the program launches, we're going to go ahead and click the browse button. We are going to browse to where the game is at. In my instance, it is in the downloads folder as I was making the video. So we're going to click on that. We're going to click on the file itself. And I believe that actually needs to go into the folder that has this right here. So we're going to go into the Zelda 3 folder inside the launcher folder. We're going to click on that. Then we're going to hit next. And we are going to pick OpenGL. We're going to click next. And the only one that we're going to use for this tutorial is just make sure you have highlighted the Sweet FX here. You can go ahead and click on it again, because really what we're only going to use is just the CRT. Again, you know, these settings you can all play around with them and set them to your preference. But for the purpose of this one, I'm just going to use the CRT effect. So we're going to go ahead and uncheck all these other ones. Then once we're done unchecking these, we're going to go ahead and continue by hitting next. Now that should be done. Once we go in there now and launch it again, it should launch with the reshade. So let's go in here and go back to the launcher, which I had minimized. So we'll be able to launch from right here. And as you can see, the reshade, you know, indicator came up on top. Once that runs, we're going to go ahead and click the home key. That'll bring up this menu. Then we're going to hit continue. And one thing I recommend is just go ahead and launch the game so you're in it, so you can see the effect of the scan lines we're going to put on here. And that'll make the, you know, the filter look a little bit more natural, so it doesn't look as smooth. And then once we're done bypassing this, we're just going to go outside. And the reason I do that is because you want out, you know, the color palette to show up so you can see what the scan lines look like, you know, when you're actually inside the game running around. So there we are. So we're going to go ahead and just click Advanced CRT. Once you do that, as you can see, it did give the CRT effect to the game. So what you want to do, if you do want it that blurry, you can go ahead and leave it. If you want to make it a lot smoother, we're going to go ahead right here where it says resolution. We're going to slide that over, and then you can kind of see where the scan lines are at. So that looks pretty good right there. I'm going to leave it there. What you want to do whenever you use a reshade, you want to make sure you brighten up the screen a little bit, because the reshade will darken the screen up. So you want to go ahead and turn that up to about, I usually do like a little bit over 1500 or anywhere in and around there. You don't want it too bright, but you don't want it at the default either. So I'm going to leave it right around there. Once you've done that, you can choose to go ahead and leave the curve on there. If you look at the corners of the screen, you can see it's curved a little bit. If you like it like that, you can just go ahead and leave it as is. If you want to get rid of the curves on the corner, we're going to scroll down here to where it says corner size. And you want to take that, don't put it at 0 because it'll make the screen disappear. You want to set that to a minimum of 1, and that way you'll get the blocks on the side. So we'll go ahead and do that. Once we've done that, we're done. We're going to go ahead and click finish. And you want to make sure to have the performance checked. Once that's done, you can go ahead and hit the home key, and we're done setting up the reshader there. So we'll just walk around here so you can get a feeling of it. So now if you look on there, you can see it does look a little bit less smoother and a little bit more natural to the eyes. And again, that's all depends on how you like it, but I think this is this is my preference on here. Again, you can go ahead and play around with the settings and set them to whatever you want. But as far as for this one, so we're done for now. So the game basically plays, if you have a compatible joystick, you don't even need to go in there and the main menu where the where we launched the game and play around with the key bindings. You could just leave it as is. So we are done with that one. So if you guys enjoyed that, if you've never tried Zelda like that before, you can go ahead and give it a shot. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Let your friends know about the YouTube page, and we'll go ahead and see you guys on the next video. Have a great day.